Hey guys, welcome to Night Owl Yoga, the channel where I make nightly yoga videos after my son and wife have gone to sleep. Tonight we're doing hips and low back again. We'll start with some gentle stretches on the ground, laying down, and then we'll sit up, get into a couple of the deeper stretches, and we'll call that our practice for the night. So grab a spot on the floor and we'll go ahead and get started. Yeah, I'm just beginning by laying down. Just nice and flat on your back, and take your knees and draw them in towards your body. And I'm not squishing them in so that my hips lift. Just bring your knees in enough that your low back gets a little flatter. Also have the big toes touching and knees apart slightly. So basically we're just in child's pose, except it got flipped over. Okay. And then just right here, allow your body to settle in. Right? Really allow your low back to relax and flatten into the ground. And just like that, we're gonna let it breathe. Okay? Start to breathe slow and steady in and out of your nose. And just make the breath slightly audible. All right, we want to keep that whispering sound on the back of the nose through the whole practice. Each time that you exhale, visualize your back just melting a little more into the floor. Inhale and feel your ribs expand. Exhale, draw your low belly in towards your spine. Interlace your fingers. And just for a moment, extend your arms way up over your head. Swivel your hips side to side, just kind of getting into the side bodies for a moment. All right, then place your feet on the ground. Take your right foot, cross it over your left knee. And then with your right hand, just give the right thigh a little push. Feel for opening up the inside of your right hip joint. And feel for lengthening out your lower back a little more. And just a breath or two right here. Okay, now deepening it. Okay, bring your knees in towards your body. Okay. Reach your right hand in between your legs. And then with both hands, you can either grab onto your shin like that, or you could also just hold on the back of the hamstring right here. And as you deepen into it, feel for a stretch on your right outer thigh. And then each time that you work a little deeper into that tension, just exhale into it. There's something about that conscious breath. When you release that breath to exhale, it's like the pressure releases from your whole body. And deepen it, just flex your foot slightly, flex right toes towards right knee. And then visualize your right thigh bone and right knee rotating further away from your torso. Okay, take one more deep breath in, feel your ribs expand. Exhale, nice strong squeeze from the arms. Relax your right leg. Inhale and release. Reach your arms back over your head. And switch up the legs. Left ankle on your right knee. Let's give the left thigh a little push with the left hand. Again, feel for unlocking left hip. And feel for lengthening the left side of your lower back. And then if you haven't noticed, I'm taking that deep breath after every transition. Also after every sentence, hopefully. And bring your knees in towards your body. Get a good grip on your right leg. And honestly, any way you can get a good grip is fair game. Okay, wiggle your low back a little flatter into the ground. Start to bend at the elbows to bring the knees in closer to the body. Flex both of your ankles towards the knee. Seems like a little detail, but it does ramp it up a good bit for the hip. Okay, feel the movement of your ribs with your breath. Allow your left knee to rotate away from you. And hold it for one more big inhale. Exhale, slowly back off. Okay, let go of your legs. Extend your legs away from your body and reach your arms up overhead. It's just the longest pose I can think of. Going side to side for a moment. It just seems like that would hit the spot today. Okay, happy baby pose. Okay, so we'll reach up and grab the feet. Okay, knees come in towards the armpits. Yeah, it is okay if the tailbone lifts up for this one, but do send it towards the ground, as close as it'll go. If tailbone touches the ground, great. If not, yeah, it'll get there. And get right back into that deep, slow, audible breathing. And each exhale, right? Pressure from the hips releases. If you're pretty flexible, you might straighten your knees for a moment. A little side to side feels good too. And bring your knees in towards your body. Just nice tight squeeze now. Hips lift up off of the ground. Just kind of turning into a little ball. And then rolling like a ball. Let's sit up. And pigeon. So set it up so your knee's over on the left side of your mat. Left knee, left side of the mat. Right foot over towards the right side. And left foot over towards the right side. Extend your right foot as far back there as it'll go. Okay. All right, and then I like to make a pit stop on the elbows. I'll let it breathe here for a moment. And if you watch really closely, every mindful breath, something lets go. It's not always super obvious at first, but as you train your mind's eye, you get more in tune. Yeah, you see it. Sometimes those releases are just a millimeter at a time. But the more present you are, the more you feel. I don't know about you, but I'm ready. I'm going to take it a little lower. I like to extend the arms up above the head, and then rest the head here on my yoga mat. Stay connected to breath. That's where the magic happens. Use your hands to lift up your spine. All right, let's just spin it around. So, yeah. Rotate your right leg to the front of the yoga mat. Okay. Extend your left leg back behind you. I do like to take the right knee pretty far out to the right, so it's even off of the mat a little bit. Yeah, feel free to work into it at whatever your pace is. I'm going to take a stop here on my elbows, let it breathe like that. And feel the breath going all the way down to the right side of your low back. And things are opening up. I can sink a little bit lower. And now everything below your belt line, send it towards the back of your yoga mat. And everything above your belt line, lengthen it towards the front of the yoga mat. And of course, relax your outer thigh. I'm sure that's the most intense part of the sensation. Relax your lower back. And relax the right edge of your sacrum. Now walk your hands in below your shoulders. Lift your chest up off of the ground. Downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and backwards. And look right in between your ankles. Send your hips high and away from the hands. And let your heels relax down towards the ground. And let's say 2 or 3 more breaths. Yeah, there's one already. Take a deep inhale. Full exhale. Bend elbows slightly. Send your chest towards your knees. Lower down to a seat. Yeah, last one of the evening. Yeah, it's straddle forward fold, so legs out pretty wide. Not quite going for my widest split, but yeah, pretty open. Start to walk your hands out in front of you. Same as the last pose. I'm going to take a little pit stop here on my elbows. Let it breathe. Let the legs relax into it. And one slow exhale at a time. I'll let the chest kind of just melt its way lower. Feel for relaxing your lower back. Feel for relaxing both of your glutes. And of course, feel for relaxing your inner thighs. I want extra details to go deeper. I like to spread out the toes, reach the heels away from both of the hip joints. But most importantly, just keep coming back to your breath. Now, all you have to do is breathe. Let the pose take care of the rest by itself. And use your arms to pick your torso up out of the pose. Use your hands to help close the legs. Anytime I go for a deep stretch, I try not to reactivate those muscles too quickly. But besides that, that's all I've got for tonight. So thank you all for showing up on your mat. Thank you for practicing with me. Be sure to like and subscribe because we got a lot more coming. And till the next one, peace.